Hey my babies. So this video is maybe a little triggering because of the wording. However, stay with me because it is a quite serious topic, but it is an extremely important topic, especially if you are already on the path of being a spiritual worker, whether at the beginning stage or veteran stage. There needs to be a serious conversation about spiritual rape. It's a thing. And I know that people don't generally like such strong wording. However, I am using it because it needs to sound as bad as it actually is. Story time. So one day I was actually in the coffee shop of a bookstore where I had just bought a new book. Obviously, it was about some beautiful occult esoteric knowledge, and I am sitting there in my little bubble of peace and bliss because I just got done nerding out buying some books, and I'm in my own little bubble minding my own business about 4 paragraphs deep into my new book. It's quite enthralling. And next thing I know, I hear a voice from right over me saying, "I'm going to pray for you." And I looked up, and of course, it was some Jesus jamming Karen, which was quite evident in her pendant and her t-shirt. To which I quite gladly replied, "So you're going to rape me again?" And she's like, What the hell do you mean? So first of all, you decided to come over here and invade my sacred bubble of peace when I'm minding my own business doing something that has absolutely nothing to do with you. This is your first count of rape, and then you threaten me to pray for me, which would really be you praying against me by you performing high magic against me. That would be rape number 2. She's like, she's completely astounded at this point, and I proceed to tell her, you know, it seems to me that what happened is your sense of entitlement and Jesus jamming justice decided in your mind that you were superior to me and that somehow I don't understand or love Jesus or understand his teachings, when in fact I understand them way better than you do. And then you violated my sacred space, and then you threatened to practice high magic against me and rape me. That actually makes what you are threatening to do to me way worse than anything that you think that I do. So here is a tip. Now that you have already attacked me and you have threatened to rape me again, now I get to activate my inalienable God-given right to defend myself from an attacker, which you already are, and I get to cast my own spells against you, and they will be justified. So whatever happens to you as a result of you not choosing to walk away from me right fucking now is going to be on you. I saw the moment, this as frustrated and as pissed off as she was, and very much fucking checkmated, I saw the look on this woman's face as her goddamn brain short fucking circuited. Let me let you understand something. There is a form of magic called high magic. It does not use the assistance of really any tools. They are not necessary. No crystals, candles, herbs, or anything. It is really magic that uses really only your thoughts and intentions, which we have already discussed have measurable energy. Praying is a form of high magic. The law of attraction, manifesting things into your life using only your thoughts and intentions, that is high magic. So when you are doing unjustified work to force your will onto somebody's or hijack their free will, that is spiritual rape. It's rape. Simple as that. There's no sugar to put on that, right? And I stated that to this woman very clearly. Understand that, yes, I am very comfortable in my sometimes pettiness, but I prefer to call it duality. Tomato, tomato. You have the divine God-given right to protect yourself from an attacker, whether that is, ye old fisticuffs or, exercising your Second Amendment right or performing defensive magic. That's justified, because understand that one of the fundamental laws of the universe is cause and effect. If you fuck around, you're going to find out. Period. So defensive magic is not, some people say that it is baneful magic or harmful magic. I don't necessarily think that it is. It could be seen that way because you are sending their own negative energy back to them instead of purifying it, which you have the ability to do. But really, if you purified it and sent it back to them, that's kind of you protecting them from their karma. However, I digress. When people say that they are going to pray for me, and I know the energy behind it, I very clearly state, I do not accept your prayers. Because when you do that, now this is a boundary. So if this person does go and proceed to pray against you, they are trying to rape you, right? And so that is a verbal disagreement, or verbal, not disagreement, a verbal refusal of the contract that has now been written in the ether, right? I'm going to pray for you. I don't accept your prayers. So now if you still pray for me and force your will onto me, even if it is in the name of God or Jesus, Jesus ain't going to see that shit, because I very clearly told you that I don't accept your prayers. And Jesus is not going to allow you to rape me. It's something to think about before, people go around here saying this, I'ma pray for you shit. It's over 7.5 billion people on this planet. There are only 2 people that don't have the same belief as me that I will accept their prayers. So one thing that you could do to protect yourself, which is very similar to like return to sender, right? Is you could say something as simple as, any prayers against me that are not to my highest good or benefit, I do not accept. This is your boundary. So now, because it's a big difference between somebody praying for you and praying on your downfall, right? So a lot of us that walk this path, and that one super righteous family member comes along, I'm gonna pray for you. That's them praying on you, your downfall. So next time somebody says something like that to you, make it very clear, I do not accept your prayers. They go and proceed to do that, that's actually going to be up to them. That's going to be between them and God, because God don't like that shit. An inalienable God-given right is our free will, right? So if you're forcing your will on somebody without consent, literally the textbook definition of rape. Just doesn't involve the physical act of it. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. And also, this brings me to another very important point. Needed a big sip for that one. I made a TikTok video stating that some people are about to find themselves in the space where the eye of the Great Mother does not see them, right? It is called being chosen, not being entitled. And a lot of, I don't even really want to call them spiritual workers. There are a lot of spiritual bullies out there that are disguised as spiritual workers. So I received a channel a few days ago, and basically what is about to happen is the Great Mother has seen all of this shit, and don't think that she has let it ride. What is about to happen is people that are out here doing this unjustified work and raping people, they are about to be stripped of their powers. Please understand that what the Great Mother giveth, the Great Mother can take it away, because she did not lend us these gifts to be bullies. Our job as spiritual workers is to help people and teach people, and it's not all love and light. This path is not all love and light. It's some dark ass corners on this journey, and it is not without its, cons. This, in a very Christian normative world, this can be an extremely lonely path. Our job is to help people heal and see the divinity within themselves and access that, so that we can raise the collective vibration and heal as a society, right? This is not what we got sent here for, to be randomly throwing curses and doing domination spells. And you only really understand this when you have that ego death. So it's very easy to just be like, somebody is doing something to me. But if you don't have any ego and you have died that necessary ego death, it's easy to say somebody's doing something to me and casting juju on me and my haters. And no, it takes a bigger person to say, you know what, maybe I'm putting out a negative energy right now, and I need to do some work within myself. A lot of people use this as a way to tout some kind of non-existent, hang this over people's heads like I'm better than you and things like that, when even Jesus himself exercised humility. There is a story in the Bible where the apostles were kind of going at it about something along the line like rank, right? Who's better or higher? And Jesus himself was like, I'm getting ready to do this shit right now. And what he did is he washed the feet of all of his apostles. And then he made them wash other people's feet. So, Jesus definitely is the way, the sun, the truth, and the light, as an example in a different way. See, sometimes when we get on this spiritual journey and we deconstruct ourselves from Christianity and decolonize our spirit, some of us can become so anti-church that we actually miss the messages that are in the Bible. The way that it is taught is a bad example, absolutely, but understand that a bad example is still an example. And even Jesus himself, even if you subscribe to the way that it is taught in church, that is the ultimate act of humility, aside from the crucifixion itself. But see, that is a slice of humble pie that a lot of these spiritual bullies need to have. Now, the timeline that I got is the rise of the sun on the 4th day after the 3rd full moon. So this full moon coming up, the next one after that, and the one after that. So little over 3 whole moon cycles. She is actually graciously giving those motherfuckers to get it together. After that, there's gonna be a lot of powerless witches still running around here claiming that they are witches. Me and other elders have been trying to tell y'all, but we will soon be entering the finding out stage of all of that fucking around. So that is my jewel for today. Definitely hope that you found something useful, and hopefully it made you see something from a little bit of a different perspective if necessary. And I want to thank you for going down this rabbit hole with me. And until next time, have an amazing, amazing life. Love you.